Everybody, welcome back to the show. Now, joining me now in studio, right now, I told you, a living legend here in our Harmon studio to talk about the newly formed, and in my humble opinion, very, very much overdue, Ninete Tennis Community Association is the man whose namesake is on that association, Coach Rick Ninete. Also, the man who the Agana Tennis Courts is named after. So, Coach,
yes,
a very good honor. Buenas. So good to see you.
Okay.
Okay, Coach, everybody knows you as, Mr. Tennis on Guam, like it's who you are. You've introduced the sport to, generations of Guamanians. You've been playing the sport yourself and been involved in it for a half century. Tell me a little bit about this Ninete Tennis Community Association.
Well, actually it was started by Arlene Diaz. So she got this idea, that she wants to make sure that we contribute to the community. And when she approached me, I said, well, that's a very good idea, but why my name, And she says, well, you're well known, So we're gonna use that probably for, getting a lot of the membership, and it's a good sport, you move around, you stay healthy, you stay away from the doctors in that sense.
You can play when you're very, very young, when you're a little bit older. You see Manamko play tennis all the time.
Of course. As a matter of fact, we're having a tournament with Manamko, especially for that. I think it's either this month or next month. So
that's considered master's level, right?
That's master's level. At the same time, different, caliber of players, skill level wise, yeah.
How has the game changed in the 50+ years that you've been involved with it? When you first picked up a racket, and how I've seen you so many times, from the moment the Agana Tennis Court, beg your pardon, the Rick Ninete Agana Tennis Courts, from the moment they open the gates and they unlock them until like someone turns off the light at the end of the night, you're always there. You're always making sure that the courts are properly maintained and people have respect for the game, right?
Yeah.
But how has the sport of tennis changed over the years? Whoops, as I drop my
Well, I'm not sure because at this point in time I wasn't really tracking it. I just do what I need to do when I come in the morning, make sure that the players that are there to do their workout or games and things like that. So they would, just like anybody else, they want a clean court, to be relaxed and enjoy the course itself.
And it's not like the sport of tennis has waned or decreased over the years, and you always see young people getting involved. Like even before high school level, you see elementary school kids, picking it up.
Yeah. Well, the kids nowadays, they need to be occupied. There's too many things going on that is not in anybody's favor. They gotta be a little bit more productive, and one of them is any sport for that matter. Any sport. Any movement is better than no movement at all, or whatever it is,
That was just Lujan used to say that, remember? When he was here on KUM.
Yeah.
Any inactivity is better. Any activity is better than inactivity.
Right. So he's
Shout
right,
out to Jess.
and he's correct.
Yeah. So your daily behavior is so centered on being involved with tennis. Making sure that people understand it and have respect for the game. Like I said, can you see yourself doing anything else like in life? I mean, and anybody on Guam knows the name Rick Ninete. They're like, that's the tennis guy, and he loves it. He preaches it. He introduces the game to people, and he really makes sure that we get the most out of this game.
Well, like Jesse says, he's famous. It's any movement is better than no movement, and even if you're the Manamko, and if you can walk from here to there, even in a wheelchair, and I've done that before. Also work with people that are in a wheelchair, and they enjoyed it. They just hit like that impact, and they hit the ball.
Well, Coach, I got to ask you, how is your tennis game these days? Are you still able to get like a double-handed backhand?
I never did use double-handed backhand. you know, you have to deal with mechanics and all that stuff. And then later on, maybe your style, your swing style, it's gonna be born like, you know. But all basics are the same.
Okay. I know he's got a really good passing shot. You know, Coach Ninete is very, very humble, but he's a very, very good player. So, so Coach, if people would like to join and they believe as you do in maybe not just about tennis, but about the positive aspects of sports on Guam and everything, how can they join your association and make sure that they help you out?
Well, we have some forms down at the tennis center. They can fill that in and make it a little bit more official. But we do cater to anybody, any age, you know. But we, according to Arn, we're trying to focus on the seniors, you know, because we don't want them to, you know, just walk around and, you know. But this one, they can actually walk around, run around the ball, and make a nice shot and enjoy it.
So is the best thing to do, is there a phone number that they can call, or should they just come down to the court and, you know, get that feeling of, you know, being out, feeling the island breeze, hearing people hit up against the wall?
Lately, we've been having a lot of military players.
Okay.
Lately. So
and that helps the caliber, you know, like it's good
some
competition.
of them are pretty good skilled players, you know, and we want to mix everybody in, you know. Too bad we only got 4 courts at the moment, but it'd be nice if we can have 2 more.
Well, hopefully with this association, we're going to make that happen very, very soon.
Hopefully we can do it. And it's not for me, but it's for the public, you know. I'd rather see those players in the tennis court than, you know, anywhere in the hospital, which is not a good way to be in.
Exactly. Well, Coach, I've tried playing tennis so many times. I can never get rid of my tennis elbow, but I got to tell you, best feeling in the world for someone like me is when you get like the brand new tennis ball. You just open that. That's the part I like the best. and you know, you were mentioning Arn Diaz.
Yes.
She's my Nina, so I would go and I would help her and my late Uncle Carl and my cousin Tressa and everything. And they taught me the game. And they taught me at your court.
Come on down and enjoy the other players. You know, I mean.
Absolutely will.
Yeah, they're, you know, they'll be enjoy you coming in and teaching you a few things here and there and so forth.
All right. Well,
make you, you know.
Well, thank you, Coach Ninete, for sharing your passion, sharing your wisdom, and sharing your courts, everybody. Because again, the Agania tennis courts are literally named after him, and it takes a lot to get that done. So, Coach, this is Bossy.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Please stay tuned because we will continue with more Hotspot right after this.
Okay.
Thank you, Coach.
Get